Oh, merchant crates, nowhere to be found. I've sailed to every outpost here and circled all around. Hey, merchant crates, I need them right away. But no one stocks their shelves at all, so here I'll sit and stay.
Hey, you beautiful Buccaneers, Falcore here. So just a quick update video on things that are happening in the seas right now and new things coming, or not coming, in the months to come. First of all, the grapple gun will be making some changes coming in the December update. Wait, when is that? Oh, it's tomorrow. The grapple gun's range will now be increased, matching the same distance as the ship's harpoon gun. It will become a literal, if you can see it, you can grapple it type of deal. Apart from enemy decks, of course. I said decks. The grapple gun has been a bit useless, and this will hopefully increase its usage in this update. But honestly, given the weapon's nerfs and the lack of use, I will die on this hill, but the grapple gun should be a tool, like the bucket or a shovel, not a weapon. There, I said it. Secondly, let's interject some bad news here just to lower your spirits halfway through the video. Season 15 will be delayed. But we're not talking about a season 9-month delay type of deal. No, much shorter. It's being delayed by 1 month. And to be honest, this is the changes I honestly like to see. Rather than rushing the content out, season 14, they are holding it back until they are comfortable with the game's health and performance. Something they are extensively working on and is a massive focus for the developers at the moment, as talked about in their recent podcast. Many changes will be coming and priorities shifted and refocused to get us into a nice space ready for the new season. So for those of you constantly saying, they should stop adding stuff and just work on game health, you got your wish. They're doing it, so you cannot complain about this. The rest of you though, I go ham I guess, I don't know. They shall also be staggering season 15 over the 3 months, which is honestly a great idea. I think one of the best seasons we ever had was season 6 purely because they staggered the update. It always felt like there was something to do. So this is a great choice. It also allows them to work on things before they actually get released, which is kind of what's happened with season 14, but it wasn't supposed to be that way and it's just a big old mess. The key focus areas are of course the stability of the game. If you've ever played on crossplay servers, players would have noticed an increasing degradation of client performance over the past 3 or 4 years. Things have been sandwiched on top of each other for far too long. And on crossplay servers dealing with PC clients of an almost infinite quality and quantity, and Xbox players and now PS5 players, the way the game manages its memory and processor power has taken a massive hit. You still notice it on console servers, but nowhere near as bad as crossplay. And of course, the cheating epidemic. Now, I just want to talk on this a little bit before I announce some news. One of the biggest problems with Sea of Thieves, in fact any Microsoft game, is the way that Microsoft manages its accounts. As a plain example right here, if you're on Steam and you're caught cheating, you get a VAC ban. This means your entire Steam account is unplayable. You lose all of your games. Gone. This deters people from cheating as much on this platform. Sure, you still see it, but that fear of losing your entire game collection is very real. This is why most often you see free-to-play games on Steam riddled with cheaters, because they can just download a new client, reinstall the game, and they're good to go. On PC Game Pass games, however, if you get banned, you just get banned from that game. And here's the thing, if that happens, you don't even need to purchase the game again. You just make a new email and log back in. Sure, you lose your progress in that game, but it's a literal playground for hackers, and Microsoft are at fault for this. Not Rare. This is why an anti-cheat is practically redundant on a Microsoft game. Sure, it can swipe out those cheaters fast, but those cheaters can just swipe up a new account and they're back in the game within moments. Microsoft, do better. And guys, stop getting mad at Rare about this. Get mad at Microsoft. Anyway, good news, they have not elaborated on how they will be doing this, because doing so is like telling Indiana Jones where the MILFs are, but work on ban evasion is coming to Sea of Thieves over the Christmas period, meaning they can nail down those who are making new accounts and ban them again before they even press set sail. This update will be incremental, however, and it will take some time to extrapolate data before it becomes the T1000, but I am loving the moves and strides they're making to sort this out. Basically, this time in 6 months, the person killing you wasn't a hacker, you just have to admit that you're not very good at the game. But honestly, and you guys know I can be brutally honest about this game's development cycle, well, without being an ass, of course, but I'll call it when I see it. And we've had a really shaky few years, if I'm going to be honest. But with all these changes coming, and with the developers actually making grounds on tackling game performance, hackers, and increasing the transparency with more developer updates, podcasts, and also making crucial decisions to hold things back until they are ready, things are really starting to look up for the game. We're kind of in the eye of the storm at the moment, I know, but the general vibe is things are getting better, and the community is being listened to. They're also making changes to Insiders too, where players actually have to play the build to get their weekly cosmetics. I'll let Drew explain this one. And guys, I always feel sorry for Drew always being the bearer of bad news, so guys, please stop throwing your anger towards him. Over to you, Drew.
Insiders will no longer earn their reward by playing for an hour, and instead will be tasked with reaching a reputation goal each week. This approach should encourage more meaningful gameplay, higher density servers, and more player interaction. All things that will help us get a more representative view of the health of the game. This change will be rolling out before we break for the holidays, and we'll share more on the Insider forums at that time.
And lastly, the much anticipated Mimic Dart is coming tomorrow. The Mimic Dart will allow players to mimic other players in a... Wait, sorry, what? What? What, on Twitter? Oh. Damn it, Drew!